So, our schedule goes as follows. Cute. Real cute, Toxic. Our schedule goes as follows: Patriots, Cardinals, Commanders, Chargers, Niners, Broncos, Chiefs. That's kind of a rough little 2 games there. Bears, Cardinals again, Raiders. Bye week is week 11. I feel like that's such a long freaking time. Then Niners, Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Rams, Panther, Rams. Ho, ho, ho. Yikes, folks. Yikes. I don't really know. Let's break this down. Let's see if I can actually pull up some tools to draw on here. Can we get like a blue? All right. Yeah, real cute. Seahawks. I've never heard that before, Toxic. That's cute. Real cute. All right. So, home opener. Patriots. I think we beat them again. I don't see why we don't. I think it's going to be a tough matchup, but I think we beat them again. So we're going to put a big W on that. Cardinals? Cardinals don't even have a quarterback right now. Like, what are we talking about? If the Cardinals are going to be... I think the Cardinals might be 0-17 by the end of this season. Just going to put that out there. I think they're going to be 0-17. And I know that's crazy, but who do they got? Who do they got? Funny. Toxic put decent schedule for super chode defense champs. Oh my lord. What are you talking about? Steelers have a pretty cakewalk schedule beside like 3 or 4 games. You have your whole ass division. I don't want to hear it. All right, so on Cardinals, we're gonna put that up as a W, bro. That's a W. Yeah, that is, bro. Even this, so okay. Yeah, you re-signed Aaron Rodgers. That is kind of a not great move, but I don't think that means you lost. I really think you guys might take that division. In all honesty, Baltimore can never hold on to shit. They got butterfingers. Washington Commanders. If Jane Daniels is playing, they still got Debo, right? Yeah, that would be funny if he tears ACL 5 seconds into the game. That'd be crazy. Okay, even if let's say Jane Daniels does play and he's not going to get injured in the past 2 weeks, because y'all know Jane Daniels is made out of paper skin and glass bones. I'm thinking this is a W. That's a dub. Chargers. Chargers at home. Ooh. Chargers are good in the regular season. They have a pretty decent defense. I I don't know if it was away. So I think the blue spaces are home because I know it's our home game, and the green spaces are away. If this was away, I would feel a little bit worse about us winning. But I think I'm going to count this as a win strictly because it's home. But this is going to be one of those games where it's super, super close, I think. Like, it's going to be like a -3, +3 spread. But I'll count this as a W as well. So we start off 4-0, so I'm pretty happy. San Fran, we always lose to them one time in the season, and then we win. But this is the home game. Funny enough, last year we lost at home, but we beat them away. And then we also beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl and their home stadium. I'm going to say they'll still have not so many injuries at this time. So I will take a loss on this. I think we'll lose the Niners at least one time. It usually happens like that. Broncos away. Oh, Broncos are actually pretty. They're actually pretty good, and this is a Thursday night football. Woo! That's gonna be a B-Dubs, not a sponsored day for me. That's at Broncos. I think, you know what? This is gonna be one of those close calls again, where it's gonna be a really close game. You know what? No, I just because who does they have a good defense? And so do the Patriots. I think we pull out a win. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be close, but I think we eventually end up winning this. Chiefs. Now the Chiefs, I said, this is gonna be a comeback year for the Chiefs. They got Kenneth Walker. There's that Kenneth Walker freaking revenge game for us letting him go. I think, as long as Rishi Rice doesn't commit another felony, they should be good. I don't like them coming to our house and us losing. I think, like I said, I think they're on the comeback, and I think that it's again, most of these games are going to be really close, but I think we lose to Kansas City, unfortunately. I think it's going to be really close. I don't even like doing that. We're going to lose Kansas City, but I think it's true. I think they're on a comeback. If everything falls in line and, Mercury is not in retrograde or whatever bullshit people say, we should be fine. Or they should be fine. The Bears, Bears are still the Bears, dog. And you're coming to Seattle, get your painted fingernails out of here, dog. It's a W. We're taking those. Cardinals again, at home, still taking W's. That's easy. Cardinals got nobody. And their first pick in the draft was a running back, which they have like 5 already. So I don't really get that. Raiders away. They got Kirk Cousins, Mendoza. The question for me right now is, does Mendoza start prior to... Does he start week 10? I don't know what prior to was. I don't know. It's hard for me to see that he could start. I think as long as Kirky's doing all right, I don't think he starts. I think they're going to let Mendoza sit for a year, which would be smart on the Raiders' part. Even with Kirk Cousins there, they got... Who are the Raiders' wide receiver unit? I am a little worried about, what's his face? What's his freaking nuts that they got last year? Genty. I'm a little worried about Genty. I know our running defense isn't the best. But they got Brock Bowers. Who else do they really have for wide receiver? Nobody. So I think that's a W. I think that's a W, and it won't even be close to me. Bye week, we win bye weeks. Here's we face the Niners, dog, and we win this one. Just like last year. We win away. Cowboys. If that needs an explanation, let me know. I'll go back. But that should be fairly clear. Dallas was good. Had a great offense last year. But with no defense to back a great offense, not even a freaking mud wall to stop anything, you're not going anywhere. They literally had Swiss cheese for defense. Probably even worse than Swiss cheese. So it's like, I don't really feel like I need to say anything else. They have a good duo. They have a great duo of wide receiver. I liked Pickens last year. I drafted him in fantasy everywhere I can get him. Javonte Williams, I see Javonte taking a step back. He's not going to be like he was last year. Giants, I'm kind of on the fence. Giants have me in my mind are winning the division. I don't know. I stuttered so bad. I have the Giants winning the division. On all honesty, I know that's crazy. I know that's absolutely crazy. But if they can keep everyone healthy, you got Jackson Dart. What's his face? Cam Scattaboo, Malik Neighbors, and a pretty high-powered freaking defense. I think they got a shot. I honestly think they have a shot. I think, like the rest of these games, it's going to be really close. But I think we're taking a W here. This game I've been dreading. Eagles away at Eagles. This is one of these close ones, man. This is one of these close ones, these nail biters. Both these teams, I feel like last few times they played the Eagles, it's always been super, super close. But Eagles will potentially be without A.J. Brown. And Saquon Barkley, let's be real, is not prime Saquon Barkley anymore. I'm kind of leaning more toward us losing this game. This game could go either way in my mind. But I'm going to put this down as an L, so everyone's like, you're so biased for your own team, you should put more freaking wins than losses. But I truly think this is going to be a good game. This game can go either way, but I'm going to put an L because I think if push came to push came to shove, that they could win. Rams. I think just like last year, this is going to be I'll lose one, win one. Oh, I just saw the future, and I'm not happy about it. So I think we win this one. I think we win at home. Carolina, they are a good team. In Carolina doesn't worry me as much, but Carolina has gotten better from previous years. But I think end of day we still get the W. And like I said before, we'll lose to the Rams once, and this is gonna be where we lose to the Rams. I have a feeling it's gonna be like the inverse of last year, where we need to beat them in this game in order to get to the playoffs, and this is gonna land us like a wild card spot or something because we lose to the Rams here. What does this make? Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 4? That's 13 and 4. All right, that's actually, I feel like that's definitely reasonable. I really think that's reasonable for Seattle to do this year. But like I've been saying though, and if you know me on any kind of personal level, or you ever turned into any stream that I've talked about Seattle, it's going to be Darnold Dynasty this year. I mean, we're going to get another win. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win it. I'm just going to put that out there. It's inevitable. It's written in the stars. I've seen it. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, 13 and 4. I feel like that's decent. You can come back and, comment if I win or lose that bet of Darnold Dynasty, but it's going to happen, and you probably won't come back if I am right, but it's a different story. I like it.